players and tremendous fans who stood by them through the lean years. And they're ecstatic at what they're seeing on the court. There are a handful of elite teams in the East, Kevin, but the Sixers are confident they belong with the best of them.
They certainly can. Well done, D.A. Thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for teams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point guard. And for the 76ers, Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Embiid. And it's Milton in at the 1 spot. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team is something that's more special to me than being an all-star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
And they'll keep possession.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
He gets that one.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
Here's Milton. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. On the wing, Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Here's Young. Basket good. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Milton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
Here's Herter. Richardson covering. Hunter kicks to Collins. The pass to Young. Buries it from 3-point range. Young's got 7.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense.
Here's Milton. Back to Horford. Over Young. Hunter grabs the miss.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. Back to Collins. A fadeaway. And again, it's Atlanta.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Milton the pass to Embiid. Here's Milton. Not going to go that time. Good defensive work there by Young. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Hunter. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. That one goes in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended. Was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
Here's Milton following the basket by Trae Young. Horford trying to free himself up. And yes, it's good.
I like that big play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Pass to Young. Now Capella. Back to Young. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Milton. Passes it to Harris. Here's Milton. Dishes it to Richardson. To the inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Trae Young. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
And the first one at the line is good. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I mean, for the ones that aren't stuck in there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and there's times too you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up on some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's gonna make this free throw. Don't push me too hard. I gotta get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, you know Legs is gonna make this free throw, man. Don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
night.
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
And he knocks down the first one. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Raul Netos checked in for Shake Milton.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. And Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs, and he's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. The 4th spot held by Cam Reddish.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range, and over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
The first free throw is good.
Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scott comes in for Al Horford. Robinson is subbed in for Tobias Harris. And then for Atlanta, DeAndre Bembry comes in for John Collins. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Here's Neto. 11-point game his last outing. Embiid finds Neto. Another miss by Philadelphia. Atlanta leading by 4. With some arc. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Philadelphia. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. And, of course, the Hawks. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And right now for the Hawks, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone. The players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is setting in.
Now here is Carter. 9-point game his last outing. A shot by Reddish, no good. For Atlanta, they come in off a loss to the Knicks. Bible, the pass to Scott. He gets it in there.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Bembry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The 76ers trail by 4. Kicks it to Scott. Pass to Thibault. From 13, they get it again. Embiid. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Now, here's Reddish. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunking.
T kicks to Bembry. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Robinson finds Neto. Now here's Embiid. Here's Neto. Pocket 6. It's tipped. 1:35 left here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Embiid.
Stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
Neto, the pass to Embiid. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here is Robinson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 51 seconds left in the first. Carter leaves it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's a 4-point Atlanta lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Robinson to the paint. Here's Embiid, and the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
The pass to Dedmon. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. A nice shot by Teague.
And Teague just so creative in how he finishes around tough D when it's thrown his way.
Here's Thibault. Embiid is at the elbow. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
coming from a place where baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. And people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Yep, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit the coaching GM. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Mike Scott out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Embiid, and it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. Here is Carter after Alec Burks' score. Carter, the pass to Teague. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
Two of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
They just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Burks makes it off the glass. Burks has got 4 this quarter.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Now here's Reddish. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Korkmaz passes to Burks. Pass to Horford. He nails it, and we're tied up. Horford's got 6.
He's a long and athletic big man. Horford's a dependable interior scoring option.
Passes to Hunter. Up top, Capella, defended by Scott. Richardson against Teague. And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Teague. Young taking his time here. Pass to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fernando. The Hawks again can't hit. 76ers have gone out. It's 3-3 to start the second. Richardson outside. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Burks can't get it to go.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Here's Hurt, guarded by Harris. Here's Young from the arc, drills the three-pointer. He's got 14.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Here's Harris. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Shoots over Capella. Another shot. Hunter grabs the miss.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion and protect the rim right there.
Shot's good from Young.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Hindi pa tapos. Ay, panalingan po yung mat. Bakit po yun? Kaya ba kung pwedeng dito ba? Ha? Baka oras mo. Gabi. Hello.
Hawks making a switch here. Collins is checked in.
And checking out the numbers for Young. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. Second in assists, 7th in scoring, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously prickly, though. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
Here's Richardson following the basket by Trae Young. And it's Harris off the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. As you're talking about the Philly fans, they were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
The first one falls. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one.
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like
Here's Korkmaz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Building the pass to Richardson. Here's Harris. Over Collins. The 76ers with another miss. Atlanta leading by 5. Herter passes to Young. There's the pass to Fernando. Good work defensively by Richardson.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
That shot missing. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Oh, yeah, the guys, they need to lead the way. They spend far too much time on the bench. I mean, they'll be more careful tonight.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the miss from John Collins. Harris against Young. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Trae Young.
I mean, look, every year Harris looks more confident. He goes through stretches where he can dominate.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. Here's one of the most versatile scorers in the game, Tobias Harris. He had some great teachers, too, including Hall of Famer George the Iceman Gervin.
Yeah, well, check this out, Kevin. His father was Gervin's agent late in his career. I mean, from age 10, Tobias got to train at Gervin's facility every summer, and they still work out to this day. That's a real one. Harris learning from a great how to get buckets.
Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York, and it's good for 2. And the Hawks lead by 5.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and train.
Horford dishes to Richardson. He takes the 12-footer and hits.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in your offense.
Got a piece of it. Floats one up, and it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 9 points in the quarter. For Philadelphia, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Richardson outside. Left side, Harris. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Harris has got 8.
This speaks to the assertiveness of Harris. Look, shots like this demonstrate how effective he can be.
Here's Herter. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Inside, Dedmon. Second chance effort. It's hauled in by Harris.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now, here is Young. He's got 20. Shots good by Dedmon.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
On the wing, Harris. And the rejection by Collins.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Herter passes to Dedmon. Young outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Milton the pass to Horford. Here's Milton, defended by Young. Here's Milton. Does not find the basket. His 3rd miss. He's made just 1 so far. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one's good. Hunter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Milton the pass to Richardson. On the wing, Harris. Over Collins. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got 10. The Hawks leading by 7. Young outside. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. He's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Dedmon with the block.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And here's Young. 22 points for him. Jacks up a 3. No good there. And so it's Atlanta in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 22 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Man, we just saw the best of Trae Young. Unlimited range, can make plays for others, will always be at a size disadvantage, but refuses to let that stand in his way.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
To fall behind like this at home after only one half is upsetting. We're not talking about an insurmountable deficit, but we're not talking about a small one either. They're going to have to play a good second half of basketball for a chance to win this.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. The Hawks leading by 9. Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Young and Herter make up the back. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Dedmon in at the 3, the small forward. 6 on the shot clock. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Milton. Tipped away. Fast break, the Hawks. Bombed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Milton. Pass to Harris for the 3. A rebound by Young. The Hawks leading by 14. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Dedmon. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Richardson gets a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Young's shot is off. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Milton. Dedmon with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Neto's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 14. Clock is at 3. On deep, Neto. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Richardson. Following the basket by Trae Young. The 76ers with another miss.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Here's Neto. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Yes, that goes in.
You can't afford to give Embiid any separation, especially in the pick and roll area where he is very dangerous.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. They get the rebound. Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him, plays inside, protects the rim, and if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
That's good from Capella. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Carter, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teagan for Young. All free throws good from Capella.
I just love the production Capella gives this team. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. He's their defensive anchor. He finishes off with oops, and he can make nice passes out the pick and roll.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 10.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
The kick out to T. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Scott. Here's Thibault. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Burks looking around. Pass to Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Over T. And that one hits back iron.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's an 18-point game. For Atlanta, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Carter outside. And there's the feed to T. Here's Bembry. Burks covering. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Ano yung isda dun? Ano yung isda dun?
And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
He's off on the second.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Bible. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Craig, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
And the first one drops. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Raul Neto. He hits both from the stripe. And Atlanta has possession. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Teague, the pass to Reddish. The shot misses. Nice D from Scott. Here's Korkmaz. Teague covering. And there's the pass to Thibault. Clock at 6. Shoots. That shot off. Atlanta leading by 15. Carter finds Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And there you see the speed of Teague. Always keeps defenders backpedaling.
Pass to Thibault. Now Embiid shoots from the block. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Teague with the ball. He's got 6. Count that one. Teague's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is staying in front of Teague when he shows off his handle like that.
Passes it to Scott. Here's Thibault. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And while we can, let's see which rookies have led the way in scoring since the All-Star break. Number 5 is Cam Reddish.
As this season progresses, you can see his confidence growing. Sometimes you forget that he's just a rookie. I mean, he looks very confident and poised with his approach to the game.
First one falls for him. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Teague dishes to Carter. Back to Teague. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And that's 12 points for Teague.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Pass to Harris. Over Carter. But they get it back. Embiid, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here is Carter. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Carter kicks to Teague. Floats one. Basket counts. Teague's got 10 points in just the second half.
Teague knows exactly when to release that floater where nobody on the floor can get to it.
Now the pass to Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And you look at Joel Embiid, maybe the best two-way big man, Chris, in the NBA today. If there's anything he needs to work on, what would that be?
Well, I still think that there's room for growth as far as his playmaking. I mean, Kevin, he's going to command double teams on a nightly basis. So it's all about taking advantage of the defense for sending that extra man.
And the first one at the line is good.
Oh, yeah, Cal. And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dedmon's checked in. That one misses. The Hawks leading by 19 points. To the paint, Teague takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Teague's got 16.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. Harris drives in. Dedmon with the block. They get it back. The Hawks shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Bembry kicks to Teague. Pass to Bembry. Out to Carter. The 3. Korkmaz grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 21. Puts up a 3. And no good that time.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Harris against Carter. Knocked loose. Bembry the pass to Dedmon. And he hits the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Hawks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he makes the first. For the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Carter. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. And so he makes both from the line. Philadelphia's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Milton. Passes it to Horford. Kicks it out to Richardson. 5 to shoot. Dedmon with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Seconds left in the third.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Young's shot is off. Here's Milton. Here's Embiid. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so here is Philadelphia. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Milton in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And here is Dedmon. After Josh Richardson was able to get the triple. Shots good from Young.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling it.
Embiid dishes to Harris. There's the triple. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And the 76ers making a change here. Neto's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Capella's checked in. The Hawks working the ball around. Collins against Harris. Young missed inside. The 76ers trail by 19. Neto surveying the floor. The 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Herter. Richardson covering. Herter passes to Capella. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Horford. Back to Neto. Embiid with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Harris misses. Atlanta leading by 21. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Horford kicks to Neto. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admire the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
And finished off by Collins.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Timeout called the 76ers.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Al Horford. Robinson's checked in for Harris. And it's Burks in for Richardson. And Greg Huerter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch, and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Now, here is Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
Damian Jones is checked in for Capella. Both good from the line that time. Here's Neto. There's the pass to Burks. It's stolen by Reddish. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Yep, that one goes in there. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
Right there, you love what Young gives you. A great facilitator in transition, and he's also a terrific finisher.
Now, here's Burks. Defense is right there. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Teague, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Now Teague. And the layup falls.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Neto, the pass to Scott. Here's Neto. Teague covering. Intense shot. Neto with the bucket.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Pass to Jones. Here's Reddish. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Passes it to Robinson. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think it's adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it. Get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves. And just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. And the first one drops. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, you know, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see. And if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. Steve Webb, excellent.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Burks, the pass to Scott. Back to Burks. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players. like old school on the park, I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Now, here's Burks. After the miss from Cam Reddish. Pass to Robinson. Here's Neto. 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Scott. Rebound by the Hawks.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Jones. Back to Teague. From deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Members checked in for Atlanta. Philadelphia's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Neto. There's 1:17 left to play here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
First free throw is good. Robinson hits them both. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. Can they get it? And it's slammed in by Teague.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's O'Quinn. The shot from the low post is good.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Now here's Teague. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Ano pala? Hindi mo nakita ma?
Hindi.
Ayan. Ang pupwesto dito.
Nakita na kita rin.
Hmm?
Gusto ko.
Siyempre, ayaw mo naman dito.